to a follow-up. The suspect in a December shooting in Tyler is going to prison. 19-year-old Jacoby Lacey pleaded guilty to a charge of assault with a deadly weapon. As part of the plea agreement, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Lacey surrendered to authorities December 19th after a shooting on Sherwood Street near downtown Tyler. A juvenile was wounded in that shooting.